Hello and welcome to this first lecture of the new section on understanding business requirements in this course on Master in Solution Architecture. So in this particular section, we will help you learn about how to understand business requirements to become a solution architect, right? Because the role of solution architect, as you saw, was to understand business requirements and create and develop and design those solutions that can meet the requirements. And as we will see, this will require us to understand how to work closely with stakeholders that are like business leaders, project managers, to understand their business goals, requirements, and constraints. So as we were saying, understanding business requirements requires us to work closely with stakeholders, particularly business leaders and project managers. And there you need to understand the business goals, requirements, and their constraints to do the business or to use your solution. So the question is how to work closely with stakeholders, these stakeholders, the business leaders, the project managers, to understand their business goals, requirements, and constraints. Any thoughts? Anything that you'd like to think about and tally your notes with me as I go along? See, working closely with stakeholders, including business leaders and project managers, is an important part of various roles in IT, including solution architects. And effective collaboration there helps ensure that the technology solutions align with the business goals, requirements, and constraints. But what are the steps that you can do to foster collaboration with stakeholders? Let's take a look at them. To work collaboratively with these business leaders and the project managers, you need to build strong communication skills. And in doing that, you need to develop these communication skills in a clear and concise way of communicating. And ultimately, with that, you should be able to articulate technical concepts we should be able to articulate these technical concepts to non-technical stakeholders. See, communicating technical concepts to technical stakeholders is no big deal because they will understand the technical language. But particularly explaining the technical concepts to non-technical stakeholders is critical piece of acid test of your big communication skills. And particularly useful in that is to use a language that is easily understandable and relatable to your audience. So you must be able to come down to their level of language. You must know what is their language that you can use to explain what you want to explain to them. Then what you need to build trust and credibility. Now, how can you do that? You can build trust by consistently delivering on the commitment. So whatever you commit, you need to deliver. You need to walk the talk. And also demonstrating a deep understanding of the business goals. So once you talk about the same language, the same business goals that they are trying to achieve, you start building trust. Also, you can establish credibility through your expertise, the things that you know. So demonstrate your expertise as you go along in talking and doing things. And also by being responsive and reliable. So if they have a particular need, you must respond in time. And you must, again, walk the talk. If you say, I will revert within 24 hours, you must do that. So that's a part of reliability. Then active listening is an important part. So you practice active listening during meetings and discussions. Listen more than you talk. And the whole purpose is to understand stakeholders' perspective, concerns, and expectation before presenting your ideas and solution. And I would say not developing the solution. And what are the various things that you can do to actively listen? You have 8 tips that we are laying out for you that you can refer back to this PDF file and take a deeper look. And essentially it talks about listening is an important thing. You need to evaluate your conversations, how good your conversations are, how productive it is, and you can get some feedback on that. Don't try and give advice too quickly. Avoid judgment on other people. Show empathy. Say what you understand, what they think they're doing. Use a positive body language, ask questions, and paraphrase your understanding of what they are asking or saying in your own words to communicate that you understand. So that's what you need to do to practice active listening. Once you have these basic things in place, you need to start understanding business objective. And for that, you need to invest time in understanding the broader business objectives and strategy. What is that business trying to achieve and how that is trying to achieve? Business objectives are the end results that the business is trying to achieve at the end of the year or at the end of 3 years. And strategies are the ways and means that business will use to achieve those objectives. And after you do that, after you invest time and understand those objectives and strategies of the business, you need to align your technical solutions that you will develop or ideate with the organization's mission, vision, and goals. So if you do that, people will say that you understand business objectives well. This can be done through collaborative workshops and meetings. You conduct collaborative workshops and meetings to gather requirements and discuss potential solutions as well. And in this, you invite key stakeholders to participate in discussions and share their insights. Also, you need to document business requirements, constraints, and objective in a clear and structured manner. And for that, you can use visual aids like diagrams, charts, and prototypes to enhance understanding. It is said a picture is worth 1,000 words. So instead of writing lengthy paragraphs, diagrams, charts, prototypes, and other visual aids are a better ways of documenting requirements. Schedule regular check-in meetings with your stakeholders to provide updates, uh, address any concerns, give feedback, and any changes in priorities that is needed that you can talk to them about. Use these meetings as opportunities to ensure ongoing alignment with them and their requirements with their business goals, right? So regular check-ins is another useful thing for you to understand business requirements well. Having looked at what can you do, having looked at few things that you can do to figure out how to work closely with your stakeholders to understand their business goals, requirements, constraints, what do we do next? We have more things that we like to share with you as we go along. So let's stay tuned and let's look at what else can you do to work closely with your stakeholders to understand the business requirements. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on understanding business requirements in this course on Master in Solution Architect. I hope you're beginning to learn, you're continuing to learn new things, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. I also hope you are enjoying these sessions. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions that I can answer for you. And also download the PDF file to take a look at some of the things that we talked about, especially the active listening tips that I quickly took you through.